gather round, everyone, and hear again the tale of Drakfu. Welcome back, and would you guys please stop using those lightning rods? I mean, seriously, that is really starting to get on my nerves. I don't know why you guys continue to do it, but you guys continue to do it, and it's beginning to drive me nuts. That's okay, I've got things to do. So, we are continuing our questing in the Hinterlands, and now we are going to be sent off to yet another altar to Shadra. Seems to me like we're dealing a lot with one Shadra. But that's okay, because we're dealing with trolls, and the Loa are always interesting. Mainly because they haven't been thoroughly explained yet. Oh, hi, Mr. Primitive Owl Beast. We don't care about you primitive owl beasts. Dang primitives. Get out of here! And we're almost there. So... Oh, is this actually where... Is this at Shadra Allure? I could have sworn we did the other area first. Maybe not. It's okay. We'll get it done. Oh no, this is a new area. It's been a while since I've been in the Hinterlands, so you guys will have to bear with me here. Alright, let's go ahead and get things started by killing off some evil spiders. And by the way, I'm happy to announce that I have heard some feedback from a few of you that would like to see some dungeon lore, so I have a feeling we are going to make it work. I would like to be able to do it with Drakfu, but maybe we'll also do some dungeon and raid lore on other characters, maybe even my legit raiding characters, so that would be interesting. I say legit raiding character, but I raid on a lot of my alts too, so take that for what you will. Roundhouse you to death. I've already gotten some feedback. It's like, you're not doing the rotation right. Things are dying, and that's really all that matters to me at this given moment. If and when I actually start rating content on Drakfu, then I will worry about rotation and properly statting him and all that. So don't worry about that too much. I'm just leveling, and leveling is more of an enjoyable experience when you can wing it. At least as far as I'm concerned. So we need the Fang of Shadra. And that it is. Alright, we have everything we need. Back to the Hirawatha Research Outpost we go. And every time I say that in my head, this is how old I am, honestly. The first thing that comes to my mind is Hiawatha, which is an old Disney cartoon. I'm old. I don't need you guys saying it. I know it's Hiawatha, but in my head it's like, Hiawatha? You mean that little Indian boy? What the crap? My brain just finds weird references to old Looney Tunes stuff and various other cartoons, so that's on me. I mean, I was the guy once at a Christmas party that looked at the Christmas ham that we were having and was like, oh, that looks like a big ham out of Tom and Jerry. And it was like, you never grew up, did you? No. My body did. My brain didn't. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn these in. Have you got the Fang? There it is. Only one left. So the Shell of Shadra. We've one last part to collect, and then we'll have everything we need. The Shell of Shadra is held by the Spider God's last living high priestess, Kiyaga the Keeper. She stands atop the altar of Zul, guarded by other fanatical zealots. Simple enough, no? Get up the steps of the altar and send her head rolling back down them. Bring the shell to me, and we will have Shadra at last. Okay. And then, now that we've got a win-win situation, the spiders are going to either starve off or find some dwarves and elves to replenish their larder, since my colleagues and I would make a poor meal. Alright, so, and that's it for her, so we only have one thing left to do, and that is the Shell of Shadra. So, and I believe, yeah, this is going to take us to Shadra Allure, and to the altar of Zul. Which, No, that's gonna take us to a different area entirely, I think. So over here to the altar of no, actually I think that's Shadra Allure, and so we're gonna be going to the other area I thought we were gonna go to. There we go. Ooh, bong! We are now level 38 and have access to Sholamance, if that mattered. Although it does matter, with one of the artifacts that's going to be coming out in the next little bit, which is strangely interesting. But I'm not going to spoil it. And I'm also happy to report, so first of all, yes, we're going to be doing the dungeon coverage, and yes, we're going to be doing the raid coverage. Details might be a little fuzzy, but we'll make it work. I'm even looking at the possibility of maybe starting to do some of the earlier raid instances now that I'm a good 20 levels above them. Just so that we can check out the lore inside them. There we go. Might as well just make our way up there. There we go. I completely lost my train of thought of what I was talking about, aside from the dungeons. That's going to happen. I did have very few people actually asking for Battleground lore, so I don't know if we're going to be doing the Battlegrounds. Maybe as kind of off adventures. Maybe we'll take them on. I don't know. The other thing I'm going to also try and do is raid quests, and there are a lot of older raid quests that we can get access to. However, I know some people were asking for the legendary ring and stuff like that. That's probably not going to happen, people. Those quests have been written out. And yes, they do contain lore elements, but those lore elements are actually captured on other videos, so you can see them. In fact, I think Nobble actually did a great job of covering the lore for the legendary cloak and the legendary ring from Mists of Pandaria and from Warlords of Draenor. And there is Kiaga the Keeper. Hi, buddy. There we go. Thank you. I'll take your Shell of Shadra. So we're going to be doing that, but also a good piece of news. As of right now, I am officially done recording the artifacts for the Legion beta. So I was able to get that done, and again, no, I'm not going any further into the Legion beta. I am sorry, guys, but there's just not enough time, and on top of that, I kind of don't want to spoil things. But leading into that, I've already been getting one or two questions about whether or not I'm going to cover the early Demon Hunter starting experience on August 9th. Because the Demon Hunter, for those who pre-ordered Legion, you get access to the Demon Hunter class early. I am not, and the main reason I'm not going to is not actually because of lore reasons. I was all for it, but then my wife had to subtly remind me that I will be on vacation at that time, and she's not letting me get out of a vacation. So, sorry guys. I will probably cover it at some point, but it will not be like that week. I'm going to be gone all week. Alright, so let's talk to the Dark Cleric. Do you have it? Oh yes, it's finally time. Shadra will be ours. And with that, let's see. Let's grab 11 agility. That's a lot. So I'm going to grab that really quick. Summoning Shadra. The idol is prepared, Drakfu. I trust that you are as well. You will go southwest to Shadra Allure ahead of us with the idol. You'll need to use the idol at each of the 3 temples. When you do that, Shadra will be summoned to this realm. The Deathstalkers and I will be along shortly to subdue and harvest her body. Speak with the lookout I've sent ahead once you perform the ritual, and await my arrival. Farewell. Alright, so it's time for us to finally go into Shadra Allure. I actually remember going to Shadra Allure completely by accident when I first played this game. I was just looking around for ore because I was working on my mining and my blacksmithing on my warrior at the time, and accidentally came across Shadra Allure and really liked the look of the place. And I actually did have some quests for it, so that was pretty cool too. So there's our Deathstalker friend. First, we're gonna, let's see, Bruceweed, no, it's not worth it. So we have to use it at each of the temples. So yeah, I'm at least happy to say that all of the Legion beta coverage has finished up. So you guys get access to all of it. It will be going up at its usual pace, but you will not miss out on anything. So let's go ahead and use the Ritual of Shadra. Eastern Temple. See, we have Blindweed. That will be appropriate. I will actually skill up off of that. Where's the Blindweed? There it is. We want skill ups, people. We want skill ups. Oh, and we've been getting stems, so let's actually use them. Life Fruit stem. Where is my Blindweed stem? Oh, there it is. And I have enough to make 2 of them. Yay! I don't even know if there's even a recipe that uses Blindweed anymore. I remember it was a rogue thing, and maybe even for another class, but like reagents for another class. I don't think it's been used since, though. Alright, so we are at the Eastern Temple. This is probably going to be the Northwestern Temple. Yep. And we're going to end things on the Southwestern Temple. Oh, iron deposit. Probably better get that. It just depends. It's green. Nah, never mind. Nope, we're, thankfully, off camera, I was able to upgrade us to mithril ore. So, mithril ore and anything above that. So, gold is still going to be a thing. But now, mithril and true silver are going to be what we need to level up our mining. And continue to get that lovely gold, because people might not notice. I'm sitting at about 1,000 gold right now as a level 38 monk. And that's just lessons learned from a lifetime, or not a lifetime, but a good number of years playing WoW. Alright, so we've got all of the temples set up. Now it's time for us to go to the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. No, it's not that time. Not that time, people. We're going to go talk to the Deathstalker and get this going to capture Shadra. There's a little dwarf there, too, for the Alliance. Alright, the ground rumbles as the idols sit on the altar, and the lake below roils Shadra is emerging. So it's time for us to kill Shadra, who is now a recycled model of Myexna from Max Ramus. And we have since slain her with the help of a person completely decked out in heirlooms. Yeah, it's a warrior. Okay, so with that, we actually do need to head back to the Hiriwatha research station, and I think that's going to wrap things up for the Hinterlands. And then we can go off into the Western Plaguelands. We get to go deal with some Scourge. Not even worth it. Thank you for taking care of that wolf. I appreciate it. Alright, let's talk to the Dark Cleric.
Hello.
Excellently done. You have served the Dark Lady well today, Drakfu. This virulent blood will supply our armies with all the manner of powerful weapons against the disgusting Alliance. We will wipe them from these lands. For the Horde, of course. And all thanks to you. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this blue helmet that we can now get.
Trust no one.
And that does do it for the Hinterlands. So it is time for us to finally head over to Anderhall.
I'm listening.
Where would you like to fly to? I need a Batkellen. I'm headed to the Western... I'm sorry. I'm Drakfu. I need a Batkellen. I'm headed to the Western Plaguelands. The Dark Lady needs me. Alright. And while we are flying, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick magic cut. When we get closer to the Western Plaguelands and start landing, we'll cut back in. Welcome, everyone, to the Plaguelands. This is the former kingdom of Lordaeron, which was taken over by the Undead Scourge. But now, the Cataclysm has happened, and therefore we have settlements of both Alliance and Horde within Anderhall. And it's time for us to step up and serve the Horde. So first of all, let's go ahead and report to Koltira Deathweaver.
I shall serve.
It's about time you arrived, monk.
We have died.
So,
Others may live.
Scourge first, Alliance later. Darkmaster Gandling of the Cult of the Damned leads the Scourge offensive here in Anderhall. My old counterpart, Thessarian, leads the Alliance forces. If we're to win Anderhall, we'll have to defeat both. But we will certainly fall if we take on both at once. I know Thessarian well enough to know that he will focus on the Scourge first. We will do the same. Take out the weaker, desiccated Scourge to reduce their numbers. The Alliance will have to wait to taste our wrath.
We do what the living cannot.
And now we are going to talk to Lindsay Ravenson.
What is it?
You fools will never defeat the Scourge with those abominations running around. Koltira blathers on about reducing their numbers, but the Scourge's best weapon here in Anderhall can be found in those lumbering brutes that are throwing my death guards around like ragdolls. I won't have it, Drakfu. Enter the battlefield and destroy those monsters. So we have to take care of Desiccated Scourge and also 6 open gut behemoths. In other words, abominations. And then Gerald Donald.
That better be good.
The Endless Flow. Araj the Summoner is bolstering the Scourge defenses with simple skeletons, an army of weaklings that will overwhelm you before it overpowers you. He has assembled animi within Anderhall's northern towers that spew these skeletons out at an alarming rate, but I've got the solution. Gerald passes you a handful of grenades. Their function is simple. Throwing these grenades at a bone animus, or for that matter a mob of skeletons, will reduce them to splinters. Okay? So this is how we're going to be starting things off in Anderhall in the Western Plaguelands. And actually really quick, because people do want me to put these up when I can. Let's see, so this is Eastern Kingdoms, and we want Western Plaguelands quests. So we can actually officially track it. There are 45 quests here to do. There's more than that, but in order to get the achievement, it's bare minimum 45. So, first of all, I have a feeling I'm going to be using these grenades quite a bit, so we'll move those to the bar. And it's time to take out some Desiccated Scourge. You know, like that. Well, it's good to know that we've taken care of enough skeletons, but we're not done yet. That does it. Alright, let's get out of here. Fine, we'll take care of you. Jeez. We'll take this kill from you. And here is an open-gutted behemoth. Touch of death! Okay, and here's another behemoth. Oh, and we actually, I thought this is a different working than the previous one, where we actually had to go to the 4 corners of Anderhall and take them all out. But no, in this case, we just need to take out the remaining Desiccated Scourge. Easy enough. Wah! Hi there, Desiccated Spearman. You're mine. Ooh, and another open-gutted behemoth. Look, Ma, no hands. I took him out only with my feet. And there's Araj the Summoner. We don't need him just yet. We'll take care of him in a second. But there is a quest for him. So I don't want to take him out just yet. Come here. Fist of Fury! Might as well take out as many of these guys as we can. So we need 1 more Abomination, and we need about 7 more Desiccated Scourge. Scratch that, make that 6. No, make it 5. Plenty of things to kill. Oh, dang it, man. I was trying to kill you. Okay, so now we just need Desiccated Scourge. Except now we're dealing with the Alliance as well. So maybe we'll back off. 2 more. Here's my Spearman. There we go. All 3 quests have been taken care of. Let's go and turn them in. So, Gerald Donald.
What now?
Those grenades are all explosive, nothing more. Even as a member of the Royal Apothecary Society, I recognize that some problems are not solved by throwing more plague at them. So, Araj the Summoner. With the Animus destroyed, the next logical step is to take out Araj himself, and to take a shard of his phylactery. You've probably already seen him, lurking at the fountain in the center of the town. Take my grenades with you. They won't do anything to Araj, but if he decides to summon any of those skeletons, you can use them to blow them away. Again. Alright, so, Araj the Summoner.
What is your
Koltira.
desire?
So, Scourge first, Alliance later. You may not act quickly, but at least you do not fail me. Very well. I will have a more important task for you, Drakfu, when the time is right.
Death alone cannot stop us.
And Lindsay Ravenson.
Listening.
With the behemoths out of the way, our victory against the Scourge is inevitable. Our current chances against the Alliance aren't quite as favorable, but that's no concern of yours. Not yet, anyhow. Oh, and we got some brand spanking new boots.
Do not seek death.
Shiny new boots. All right, and Koltira.
You need only ask.
Sholomancer. So this is actually a quest for Sholomance.
We do what the
We won't worry
living
about that.
cannot.
Brute Strength is also for
We have
Sholomance.
died.
At least I think they are.
May live.
Let's double check.
What is your desire?
Sholomancer. The Sholomance is one of the few Scourge holdouts remaining to the west of Thorindil. The headmaster... Thunderil, that's what it is. The headmaster of Sholomance, a cultist by the name of Darkmaster Gandling, has made an appearance on the battlefield. This will be his final mistake. You will find Gandling in a square near the southern edge of town. I want you to fight and weaken Gandling. I will join you and help finish him off.
Death alone
Okay?
cannot
And
stop us.
Brute Strength. Gandling has brought his lieutenant, the Ravinian, with him. This lumbering brute is far more dangerous than any of the other Scourge you will find upon the battlefield, even the Abominations. You will find the Ravinian within a tower near the southern end of town. I recommend caution before fighting him, Drakfu. He will not be a pushover.
We have died.
So these are actually in Anderhall.
Others may live.
So we will take them out. But of course, we will start off with the closest one, which is Araj the Summoner. Hi there, buddy. Touch of Death. Oh, that's cute. Let's go ahead and take your Phylactery Shard. Yay! We got that done. The next one, either going to be Gandling or the Ravinian. And it's the Ravinian. Fist of Fury! That guy wasn't as hard as they made him out to be. Oh, well. And now on to Darkmaster Gandling. Which is right over here and about to die. Enough of this! The Cult of the Damned doesn't need Anderhall. This worthless city is yours to fight over. Oh, and here's the Saurian. Koltira, I'd heard rumors that you were here in Lodoron. You heard correctly, Thessarian. I wanted to give you a chance to kill me again. It looks like it may have come to that. Yes, it may, but not today. With the Scourge out of the way, I plan to pull my troops back and regroup. I see, then I will do the same. But you must be aware, Koltira, we are brothers no longer. You are a member of the Horde now, and I of the Alliance. Eventually, we will fight this battle for Anderhall, and only one of us can walk off of this battlefield victorious. Yes, I know, and don't think I'll go easy on you. Very well, I look forward to it. So a nice little interaction between them. Koltira Deathweaver, you are not to speak of this to anyone about the agreement that was made today, Drakfu. Consider this an order from your direct superior. Basically to, the Dark Lady would not be happy about us interacting with the Horde the way we are. Oh, and actually, no, I didn't get that, so let me go and help out with Dark Master Gandling. Oh, no! We got yoinked. It's okay. Oh, I guess I gotta pull on myself. That's okay. Maybe we'll do a quick magic cut while we get this quest taken. All right, we are back. So now we've gotten the quest credit for taking care of Dark Master Gandling. Let's go ahead and turn all of these in to Koltira Deathweaver.
I shall serve.
So let's take care of Araj. Araj is a formidable opponent. Be prepared. Araj dead? Well, this is good. The Royal Apothecary Society has done its part, as have you, Drakfu.
Death alone.
So,
cannot
Brute Destroyed?
stop us.
Excellently done, Drakfu.
We do what the
Wong! Level 39, and I have Dire Maul unlocked. Yay! Sheldomancer. Excellently done, Drakfu. And now with the leader of the Scourge forces eliminated from Anderhall, we bide our time. So let's go ahead and grab these bracers. And victory for now. The Forsaken are victorious, and our forces are still strong. Military strategy dictates that we attack the Alliance now while they are recovering and unaware. I have other plans, however. We will wait. We attack Thessarian and his troops when the time is right. In the meantime, speak with Rhonda Mulver and take a flight to the Bulwark on the Plaguelands' western border. High Executor Darrington will give you your next assignment. You will hear from me when you are needed again in Anderhall.
We have died, so
Okay.
that others may live.
So really quick, let's exchange these over. And we also have Gerald Donald with another quest for us, Into the Woods. I saw the strangest commotion coming through town the other day. A horse-drawn cart loaded with crates and chests, a Worgen woman at the reins, a blood elf by her side, and a dwarven paladin running behind, yelling some of the most creative obscenities I've heard in quite some time. They looked like they were headed to the Eastern Plaguelands, though I'd imagine they can't be far past the Thondaril River by now. I wonder what they were up to.
Dark Lady.
And so this is actually lead up into Eastern Plaguelands, because you're going to be interacting with this caravan quite a bit there. But we're going to finish things up in the Western Plaguelands, obviously. So we need to talk to... Oh, I can't remember. There we go. To Rhonda Mulver.
And you are
And we need to fly to the Bulwark in Tirisfal. Because we need to go to the Bulwark. Thankfully, it's not that far off. It's just right at the border with Tirisfal Glades. Which brings us full circle, for crying out loud, because Undead and Blood Elf starting areas are kind of leading into Tirisfal Glades. So... And down here is the Bulwark. That's why I didn't magic at people. It was really close. Alright, so let's report to High Executor Darrington. Would arrive shortly before you did, Drakfu. With the Scourge ejected from Anderhall, the Forsaken has cemented its foothold in Lordaeron. So after the Crusade, our victories are quickly piling up, Drakfu. The Scarlet Crusade, which has long persecuted the Forsaken, is on its last legs. While they still hold their monastery here in Tirisfal, they no longer occupy Hearthglen, or Tyr's Hand, far to the east. As recently as last week, there have been many reports of Scarlet Crusade activity at a small camp east of Fellstone Field, but I have reason to believe that they too have been eliminated. Travel there and verify this information for me. Okay. And then we also have an Argent Officer for the Argent Crusade here. But let's talk to Apothecary Dathers.
I'm listening.
A fierce wind is coming. I can tell by the ache in my exposed knee. I just hope we don't get caught up in it. Okay, so latent disease. I need plagued grass for an experiment of sorts. Those Argent Crusaders and those infernal Cenarian druids have done too good a job of healing the Plaguelands. However, and I can't find healing the Plaguelands, however, and I can find proper reagents within a reasonable walking distance. Some of the local wildlife retain the plague's touch, however. Kill a diseased black bear, and then retrieve the grass that grows where its decaying body lies. It's not optimal, but it'll do. Okay, so latent disease. And he does have a low-level quest, but that's for undead, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. We're not going to get any benefit out of it. And then Shadow Priestess Vandis.
What is it?
Foxes and Hounds. These Alliance forces walk around the Plaguelands like they own the place. Well, they don't. This land rightfully belongs to the Dark Lady. As the battle for Andorhal drew to a close, the Alliance forces occupying the Plaguelands scattered. Several of them can be found just east of here, hunting foxes. Prove to them that this is forsaken territory. Kill the hunters, kill their hunting dogs, and kill the foxes they hunt. For good measure. Alright.
Beware.
So we have plenty to get done now. All of which are right at the border. So let's start taking care of them. And I guess we'll start off with the Alliance Hunters and all of their quarries. Oh no, never mind. We'll be starting with the diseased black bears. Hi, Yogi. And we get lots of Plague Tangle. There we go. Oh, this was not a diseased one. This was a shaggy black bear. Oh, my apologies. At least this one was diseased. I don't want a shaggy black bear. Although, wait. Ooh, more Plague Tangle. I want that, and then I also want Khadgar's Whisker. Speaking of which, I'm hoping by the time that this video is out, I will also have my most recent video on Harbinger's Khadgar released by then, because that came out, I want to say, halfway into last week, and I was able to see it, as well as the announcement for One Night in Karazhan, a Hearthstone adventure. I always am excited for Hearthstone adventures. It's one of those things that makes me kind of sad. I haven't actually been able to play... Hearthstone since Whispers of the Old Gods came out. So that'll be an interesting motivation to get me back in there. Because I'm really wanting to play some Hearthstone. And especially for Karazhan. Karazhan is still, in my opinion, one of my favorite, most beloved instances, even though I spent way too much time there. And thankfully, I know I'm not alone. I knew I wasn't alone to begin with. But a lot of you guys have actually come out and said, yeah, I spent a lot of time in Karazhan too. We occasionally did things like Zulaman, but no, we pretty much stayed in Karazhan for the rest of the Burning Crusade. Thankfully, though, Blizzard did learn their lesson and actually made the 10 and 25 man model. And eventually the 30-man model, because I think LFR still runs off of 25-man, but if you run normal and heroic in Warlords of Draenor, you actually can get up to 30 in there with the flex mechanics. Which is a nice way to be able to get your mythic team up and running and also have some viable alternates. More Plague Tangle. Okay, all 20 Plague Tangle has been collected. So now we just need to get some foxes, hunters, bull mastiffs. We need to go scout a Scarlet Crusade camp. Ooh, Khadgar's Whisker. Gotta get Khadgar's Whiskers. Yeah, continue to send me in your stories, guys, because I really actually do like hearing, what you guys were doing for your WoW experience. Even the PvPers, just because I don't like doing PvP myself, doesn't mean that I don't like hearing the stories. Although, I will say, Legion is making me strongly reconsider that position. I'm excited with what they're doing with PvP. I might go back to PvP, especially with some of the PvP variations on the artifacts. I will probably go back on a few characters, just to have some fun. Oh, hi there.
It's too
You want to know what I have to say? Fists of Fury! And a 100 Night Elf Hunter is just out here for no reason. I'm sure there's a reason. I just don't know what it is. Probably just collecting up achievements or going to old areas. That's kind of what you do when you hit 100, is when you're not working on endgame stuff, you go back and relive good memories. Or you make an alt and you relive them again. That's what I did. Aye. Fist of Fury! Okay, so we're halfway there for the Mastiffs and the Hunters, and there's a white-tailed fox, so we're going to take care of him really quick. But is he a Fox McCloud? Can you hear me, Fox McCloud? Oh man, we have fresh farms out here now. And Alliance farmers. That's cute. You think you can actually contend against me? I'll take your Fade Leaf now. More Fade Leaf, and that didn't really give me a skill up, so we may be at a point where Fade Leaf just doesn't help anymore. That's okay, though. We have other things to hunt. If I can find any of them. Oh. Let's grab some Khadgar's Whisker. And oh look, some more Khadgar's Whisker. And an iron deposit. I shouldn't be collecting iron, there's really no point in it, but I guess any extra point that I can get, I'm not necessarily going to argue about. Can you hear me, Fox McCloud? Nope, no skill up. Take care of the hunter and the dog really quick. And now we're imbalanced because I can't. Oh, there we go. There's a fox. There's a Fox McCloud. And now we just need our last one of each. Where's a hunter? No, that's a shaggy black bear. We don't care about shaggy black bears. Is that a fox? Yes, it is. Hi, buddy. Oh. Zoned out on me. That wasn't cool. That's okay. I've got another one. Come here. And just in time. Massive crits. Okay, so we need to go to the Scarlet Camp, and that's just to the north. We're looking into the Scarlet Crusade, which is more of an undead matter, but oh well. We're here to help the Horde however we can. Oh, look at that. All of the Valkyr. Wow. Something horrible happened here. That's not comforting. Everything is dying in purple flames. Not a good day, I would think. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick magic cut while we make our way back to the Bulwark. Okay, we are back at the Bulwark. Let's start turning in all of these quests, starting with Shadow Priestess Vandus.
I am thirsty.
It's a relief to have those hunters out of the way. We're not done killing Alliance, however. Okay, so we're going to take the chest. Foes before hoes. I love you, Blizzard. Foes before hoes. The men who till Fellstone Field are no farmers. They're soldiers. The Saurian's forces needed food, so he sent some of the Alliance north from Anderhall to tend Fellstone Field. The battle for Anderhall may be over, but another battle looms. Forsaken versus human. Killing those soldiers that work at Fellstone will give the Dark Lady's forces a decided advantage.
Remember,
So, the very farmers we were killing just a second ago. Dithers!
Quickly.
Latent disease. Animal tissue holds on to disease so much better than plant tissue, doesn't it? Glorious. This is the last bit I need. Actually, stick around, Drakfu. Let me tell you a little bit more about our plan. Who needs cauldrons? Have you seen the condition of Fellstone Field? The Alliance forces at Anderhall have taken the area, and they're using it to grow crops. I almost liked it better when the Scourge held the area. At least they had the sense to put a giant plague cauldron in the middle of the field. We're going to take that farm back from these humans, Drakfu. Take these drums and place them at key locations around the field. I'll be waiting here at the bulwark, where it's nice and safe. Okay. And High Executor Darrington. Burning bodies. No survivors. I guessed correctly. All the better. We're better off without the scarlet taint upon Lordaeron. They epitomized all the worst things about humans.
Watch your back.
Okay. So, we're going back to Fellstone Field. So I guess we'll magic cut again while we make our way there. Okay, we are back, and there is Fellstone Field, which they are using to grow crops. I feel dirty. There we go. Kill off some Alliance laborers. As well as, I guess, plant some cauldrons at specific points. You know what, we're just gonna grab you guys up. And... Fist of Fury! Oh yes, and we'll grab the Fade Leaf, because why not? Okay, I believe, yeah, this is one of the places where we put down a... Oh, it's just a plague barrel. Okay, we're gonna nuke this place. Fist of Fury. Okay. Put that down. Oh, no, we're supposed to be leaving these at specific areas, I think. Huh. So... There we go. Leave that near the windmill. Ah! Fist of Fury! And that's all the laborers. So the next thing, leave that near the grain silos. And one is going to be near the inn, I'm guessing. Oh, that's cute, an Alliance laborer that wants to try and kill me. There we go, the ranch house. And probably one in the farm. Or in the barn. The farm barn. Oh, that's cute. You think you survive. You chance survival here. Alright, so we have them all in there. And our quests are complete. So, again, we are going to magic cut while we head back to the bulwark. Alright, welcome back. Let's turn these quests in.
what will you require?
I hope that they come back as zombies.
Our time will come.
Because foes before hoes.
What?
Alright, Dithers. Dithers practically glimmers with excitement. The drums are placed in their positions. Very well then. I will give the word to the High Executor. When the time is ready, he will be the one to press the ignition switch. And boing! Level 40! Yeah, Grizzlies. We don't really care about them. At least I don't think we do. Yeah, we don't need Plague Bruin Heights. So first of all, we get every 10 levels we get a new quest, and that is the Peak of Serenity. Continue your training. The time has come for you to return to the Peak of Serenity and continue your training. Use Zen Pilgrimage to return there and speak with Master Height when you arrive. So we'll do that, but first let's collect the remaining quests.
What now?
Lower the boom! Fellstone is cleared and the bombs are set. I hope you're ready. I recommend covering your ears. Darrington looks down and places his finger on an ignition switch. Everybody, prepare for ignition in 3, 2, 1. Oops. Strange new faces. Now that Fellstone is ours, we can use its acreage and only dead bodies we find for our own purposes. And any dead bodies. I've received orders from higher up that you are going to be helping out in this process. You may have met Lindsay Raven's son on the battlefield in Anderhall. I've never met her before, but she seems to have made some friends in high places, because she's taking over preparations at Fellstone. You are to meet her at the Charred Scarlet Camp, the one you scouted out earlier.
Trust no one.
And this guy now has a quest for us, Argent Officer Garish.
What do you need?
The Mender's Stead. I don't like the looks of what the Forsaken are doing here at the Bulwark. Bombs, cauldrons, needless bloodshed. None of these embody that which the Argent Crusade stands for. Furthermore, I don't like the fact that they employ mercenaries, like yourself. Nothing against you personally, Monk. It's just that you could be doing so much more for yourself. If you're interested in healing the Plaguelands, rather than replaguing them, report to Field Agent Cartish at the Mender's Stead to the east. Okay? That's kind of the breadcrumb there. But before we do that, we need to take care of a few things. So, first of all, let's head back to Silvermoon City, because another thing that we unlock with level 40 is Journeyman Riding. So I know a couple of people complained, man, you move so slow. This is where you get to fix that. Originally, you had to wait all the way till level 40 to get basic riding. We don't have to do that anymore. Thank your lucky stars for that. It's one of those things where I get people like vanilla, and it's like, vanilla was so much better. No, not in that regard. You had to walk around. And then 10 to 20 minutes, what's it, 50? I think it was 50 when you actually got the Journeyman Riding skill, and it was absurdly expensive. It was like 500 gold, I want to say? No, it was more like 50 to 100 gold, something like that. 500 gold was the flying skill, and then a whopping 5,000 for expert riding, which has not changed since. And now you have master riding to add into that for the 310% speed. But we don't have to worry about those for quite a while. But also, people will be happy to know that we're 20 levels away from going into expansion content. Yes, we're that close. Not very close, but we're that close. Riding trainer.
Our enemies will fall.
So now we have 45 gold. Let's go ahead and get that. And now we have Fast and Furious. Thankfully, we don't need to change mounts or anything like that. Our Illidari Feldstalker now moves at 100% speed, which doesn't look like much, but it is moving faster. Now, actually, I don't know why we're going back to Silvermoon, because we need to do Zen Pilgrimage. And we'll just wrap things up on this video, completing our training at the at the Peak of Serenity. There we go. Now we're going into Pandaria content. Well, technically, we've been playing Pandaria content this entire time. Oh, the dreaded blue bar boss. There we go. Master Height.
It's good to see you.
Continue your training. Welcome back, Drakfu. It is time to continue your training.
Courage first.
So, Master
then
Kistane.
power, then technique.
Or Kistane? I don't know. Welcome back, Drakfu. The time has come for the next step of your training. Speak with Master Kistane in the training grounds below us for your next lesson. Okay.
Bend with the wind, and you will not break.
So, we need to go meet with another Grand Master. Or maybe, I don't know which way we go. One of these ways will lead to it. So let's find her. Him. Whatever it is. It's a Pandaren, we know that much. Not this person. Probably all the way down in the trading grounds. Yep. Oh, is this one to teach us about healing? I think so.
Oh, hello.
I've dabbled in various forms of restorative magic, from the power of the tides to the might of the divine, but my true calling will always be to the grace of the mists. I wish to challenge you.
Travel safe.
Once you have learned to control your own actions, you must learn to control your opponent to gain the upper hand. An opponent may expose a weakness when trying to heal themselves, allowing you an opportunity to interrupt them. This can mean the difference between a victory and defeat. So this is basically a tutorial on how to use Spearhand Strike. I might as well get down here. Bow to me, and we shall begin.
Greetings.
So bow. Fist of Fury! Spearhand Strike! Yes, I already know how this works, but this is actually a great tutorial on how to use it. On how to use Spearhand Strike, so. I am defeated. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn it in. Got quite a few monk trainees up here. This is such a nice place to go to occasionally. And Master Height.
Yes?
I hear from Master Castine that your training went well. Come back again in the future to continue your training. So, we will get a brand shiny new belt from this. We also do get this buff.
Courage first, then power.
We don't
then
care.
Technique.
Oh,
Welcome.
my bad. I didn't mean to do that.
hope your travel was pleasant.
So, like I said in the first video, we are canceling out any experience buffs. And we're not using heirlooms. Some people have actually been asking if we've been keeping true to that. Yes, we have. So, let's go ahead and get rid of the blue ring. And we have a shiny new belt. And with that, let's go ahead and return to our body in the the Evasong Woods. Oh, excuse me. I was gonna say Silver Pine. That's not where we're at. And it just basically leaves us at Forest Strider Retreat, which is fine. Alright, and that's going to go ahead and do it for us for this part of the Tale of Drakfu. When we get back, we will continue our questing in the Western Plaguelands. Till next time, my friends.